When I first skied when I was 3 years old on homemade skis. I made them myself. My dad used to buy oranges in crates, and those were made out of thin chestnut boards. And I nailed my best pair of buckle house shoes on those boards, and the nails were sticking out an inch on the bottom. And took a string and bent them up and tied it around my knees. I had tips on them, and when I put my knees forward, I made a somersault. You know, it got stuck. So those were my first skis, and then the real skis I got when I was 6. And Stein Eriksson's father made those Marius, and those were the real thing. They were wonderful. They had tips that stayed there all the time. That was wonderful. I was 27 when I left Germany. So I came over here, and the aeronautical industry kind of was slowed down because the war was over. And so I thought, I can always make a ski instructor. I raced all my life, you know, and I thought, make a ski instructor. And so that's how I ended up in Aspen, Colorado. And Pete Seibert, who built Vail, was my roommate in the Jerome Hotel. We had the worst room because the heat shaft from the coal heating system went right through our room, and it was so hot that on the coldest night we had all the windows open. I just thought, my gosh, the slide on the snow on boards, you know, if that isn't the most terrific thing in the snow and in the winter, absolutely wonderful. The skis gave you the freedom to climb mountains with them, and there were no ski lifts naturally then, and so it just opened up a whole new free world for you. Yeah, when I started with clothing, that was like right away, because we used to have problems to keep people in class. They got uncomfortable, they got cold, and then they left, and we only got paid when we had someone in class. I started with clothing just right away because I wanted to keep the students in class, so I taught skiing in the daytime, and at night I worked on the clothing. And we had a factory in Aspen. We had a textile factory. 17 seamstresses. I did the cutting and the long cutting table, you know, and made parkas there. So that was like right away. It never ended. There was so much opportunity because there was nothing, you know, very little. So we developed the suntan lotion. We did the first 2-pronged ski stopper that's now used worldwide on all the skis as part of the binding. And there was just a lot to make skiing easier and more fun, and we worked on it all the time. I think the biggest achievement we've made is the fun we have in our company. People come there not just for money, they come there to work because they love it, and they can identify with the quality of the product that we make and can be proud of it. My dad told me when you're winning a race and you're on the podium, come off that podium again. Be a regular human being. Never let it go to your head when you're successful, you know? And so we have a flat company, and I always say we should put a sack on the outside of the entrance to say, please deposit your ego here when you come in. Because the egos, they're okay for push-ups, but not so good for dealing with people, you know.